According to the World Health Organization, more than 270,000 pedestrians lose their lives crossing the highway each year, accounting for 22% of the total 1.2 million road traffic deaths. In response, it introduced the Make Walking Safe program to draw attention to the needs of pedestrians and generate action on measures to protect them. In Nigeria, the statistics of road accidents involving pedestrians are not really available. However, in Abuja, the federal capital, several pedestrian bridges have been constructed to ensure safety of residents. In spite of this, many do not use the facility for their safety. Road crossing has become second nature for many who prefer crossing the busy highway with its attendant risks. We visited two of the pedestrian bridges where there is a heavy number of pedestrians, one in Kuba, a satellite town in the FCT, and another at Nikon Junction, a major bus stop. Despite understanding the risks associated with crossing the highway, many still prefer to risk their lives by ignoring the bridges. Some gave reasons for their choice.
In the night, if people are using the pedestrian bridge, it's very lonely up there. So, and if you are being attacked, there's no place to run to. You stand the risk of being thrown down from there. Depends on the assailants.
During late hours, some hoodlums, some unscrupulous elements used to be there waiting for people to rob them. They would tell them they did comply, they would throw them down. So when you look around, especially late hour, you prefer to run across rather than climbing the bridge to meet danger. The danger you are afraid of, you meet it up.
They may be few, but they are those who will not take the risk of crossing the highway.
The government had to take time to put the pedestrian bridge in place in order to save lives. So why should you cross the road when it's very risky? If you are crossing the road, that means you are saying you don't like your life. When there is pedestrian bridge, you take the pedestrian bridge to save your life. Like, how many months ago, a lady died at a spot crossing the other side of the road. What they call it, the other side, Arab Road. She died in the spot. Why? Because she crossed the road. You understand? So personally, if I don't take cab from here, I'll take the pedestrian. I'll take the pain. Some people like, it's stressful to take the pedestrian bridge. It's not better than saving your own life. So it's better to take pedestrian bridge than crossing the road.
Okay, I'll advise them to use it, despite the distance, that is safer than crossing the road because this is an express road. So, like no vehicle, most of the drivers are not patient enough to wait for you to cross the road.
Within our given society, that laws that we decree and all that, in the Senate and all that, they are not strictly adhered to, and there are no force, or what they call it, to make sure that they bring about the enforcement, as it were. So, like I said, it's just giving the physical barricading, like they did when we did Round 1. If you can use metal to barricade it so that nobody can cross it, whether you like it or not, that's just the only solution. But you decree or give a law, there are no, even the enforcement agency themselves will start to even take bribe and all that.
To cross road is very risky. Not everything is risky in your life, but some of them will tell you it's a form of, they know how to cross it because it's too wrong. But they prevent that when they use the bridge, their lives safely. When anything happens on the road, no lawyer that can judge it. Because there's prejudice there, because people are very stubbornness. But only one thing I want to talk, my opinion, if federal government can send committee or task for the arrest people that cross, it's a very important thing. If not, a lot of accidents happen, a lot of people are dead this road.
The Federal Capital Territory Administration says strict measures will be taken against those who refuse to use the pedestrian bridges.
We are determined to ensure that punitive steps are taken, all right, against offenders, even as we are protecting lives and souls of citizens, but that their refusal to take advantage of this facility will not just be left like that. It will not go unpunished. If we have kept silent for all this while, and that's why people are now taking advantage of the silence of government, of course, the measures have already put in place and it will be announced okay? And we are going to be so hard on citizens in order to protect their lives, to protect my life and protect the citizens' life. We just have to make sure that we put critical measures that will checkmate the excesses of, being insensitive by citizens themselves.
The Federal Road Safety Corps is advising Abuja residents to always make use of the pedestrian bridges for safety purposes.
We are saying that we should form the habit of using these pedestrian bridges, no matter how far it could be. In fact, trekking towards that pedestrian bridge is equally very helpful to us. That is why it's been advocated that people should walk and for 30 minutes in a day. So plan your journey, make use of that pedestrian bridge and be safe.
Many residents say to ensure compliance with the use of pedestrian bridges, there is need for massive enlightenment programs coupled with strict enforcement.